How's it going this morning? Well, like I said, it's 5 a.m. Well, actually, it's probably close to 5:30 now. But anyway, so we were talking about Burton Road. Um, Burton Road, I learned about crawfish, or what we call them is mud daubers, or uh, crawdads. Like I was saying, down there when we moved into the Burton Road, it had woods and stuff, and Burnt Bridge Creek ran kind of behind the neighborhood down through there. And there was a spot we'd go over by the golf course, because there was a golf course, some nicer houses kind of behind us. And the creek ran through the golf course too. But we go down there and turn over rocks, met this little bridge, and find crawdads. Now, I remember catching them, and I remember Dad went and bought a trap we put out there once, but I don't remember ever eating them. We may have, but I don't remember ever eating them, but I do remember picking them up, playing with them. You know, just you go down there in summertime and we play in the creek all summer, pretty much. You know. So that was that. But something else I learned on Burton Road is how gasoline burns. Now, take gasoline. We had some chuck holes in the carport, and I'd take a little gas and put it in there and light it. It was pretty fun. I think I talked about, you know, when I was younger, when we were living on 94th, I was out there digging behind the house to make tracks for my Hot Wheels and stuff in the dirt. And my dad told me, he said, well, that's pretty inefficient. So he gave me some fireworks, showed me how to make miniature packs of dynamite and blow holes in the ground. So yeah, I was playing with fire. I'm amazed I didn't burn the house down. But something else about Burton Road, or that was the area. I guess the cats are making noise this morning. Keep hearing them. But I was 10. This is 1983. So my dad bought me a BB gun for my 10th birthday. And this story leads into my numerous times of going to the ER when I was a kid. And I was good at it. Anyway, I was out. We had a little porch on the back of the house, and I had set up a box with some I think they're beer cans or soda cans or whatever. I'm target practicing out there in the backyard with my new BB gun. Little Daisy's single cock BB guns. Nothing impressive. I must have ran probably 5 million BBs through that thing though. But anyway, I was out there in the backyard, and I was target practicing with these cans. Well, I didn't have my shoes on. I was up on this porch, and so I got done shooting the cans and they're knocked over. So I set my BB gun down. I walked over there I was going over there to set the cans up, stepped off the porch, took another step, And then I went to pick my foot up, my foot wouldn't come up. When I stepped off the porch initially, there was a board with a nail sticking up, and it stuck through my big toe and came out beside my nail on my big toe. And I had to take my other foot and put on the board and pull my foot off the nail to get the nail out of my foot. I had to hobble in the house and show my mom. So my sister took me to the ER. All they did was just clean it out and give me a tetanus shot, which I think the tetanus shot hurt worse than stepping on the damn nail. So I learned you always want to wear your shoes when you're outside. I don't think that would have helped. I think it probably would have went right through my shoe because I was wearing sneakers if I would have been wearing anything. So that was the first trip to ER. And the next little snippet of this, and reason I told you about learn how gasoline burnt, how to light it on fire. My home experiments didn't give me any knowledge for what happened next. So we had the woods, so we went out there. It was me and Gary, and there was a couple other kids with us. Can't remember. Eddie might have been out there with us. I don't 100% remember. But we go out there and, we're acting like we're out in, the middle of the woods, which we're not. We're, just a little ways off in there. But we were pretending like we were out, in the middle of the Rockies or something. So we get a fire going. We get some firewood, and Gary brought an axe, so we cut up wood. Set the rocks up, had everything, had a little teepee going, and figured out how to get the fire lit. Well, the fire was just barely going. And I had grabbed a butter dish from the house, and I filled it up with a little gasoline, maybe about half full or so. So I'm like, well, if I pour gas on it, it'll get going faster. And so anyway, so I open up the butter dish. I take the gasoline and start pouring it over. Well, I didn't know that fire will follow gasoline. Came up, lit the butter dish on fire, which I threw it when that happened. Well, when I did that, gas splashed all over my hand, and my hand was on fire. So I'm sitting there, I'm looking at my hand, and it's burning. And I'm like, oh, and I shake it a couple times, and it wouldn't go out. And I figured out that, well, I don't know if I figured it out or I just knew, but stuck my hand down and just covered it up with dirt, put the fire out. Luckily, didn't catch my clothes on fire. Just burned the little hair that I had on my hand off. Didn't even get a blister from it. So, yeah, I've been on fire. And it's an odd feeling when you look at a body part and there's flames coming off of it. Like I said, I'm amazed I didn't go to the ER more than what I did already. But yeah, I caught myself on fire out in the woods. We did successfully get the fire going. And we sat out there and roasted hot dogs and marshmallows that we brought with us. That was something nice about living over there, though, because we'd go out in the woods and we'd spend all day and sometimes There's a few weekends we actually grabbed some sleeping bags and actually stayed out there all night long in the woods. So yeah, it was good times then at Burton Road. Besides, getting a nail through my foot and catching myself on fire. I got a few more stories and leading into the juvenile delinquency that happened on Burton Road. So we'll get into that next time. I didn't realize these stories are so long, but I'm already at, where am I at here? Almost 11 minutes. So we'll get this one uploaded today, and I'll do another one tomorrow morning. So y'all be looking for it. Take it easy.